He has the record for the fastest Nijisanji graduation and has held the record for the fastest graduation ever until 2023 when he was surpassed by another virtual real VTuber. His graduation lasted a grand total of 103 hours, 57 minutes, and 34 seconds, or a whole 4 days. Because of this feat, Japanese netizens humorously poked fun at him by referencing the RTA meme, real-time attack, which meant graduation speedrun. Indeed, Shindo Reito's time at Nijisanji was short, but extremely controversial, with a laundry list of very serious accusations such as fondling high school girls, date rape drugs, SA, doxing, and overall just being a debauched addict and xpest. Wait, don't click off yet! I know it's a shock, but this is still me, just with a new look, and I guarantee you the content won't change. I'm just going to be able to express myself better now with the extra movement and better branding, and I hope you enjoyed the new revamp. Oh, and did I mention I got a ton of cool new merch to shill? Now head on over to Uwu Market to check out all of these new cool products. We got acrylic stands, we got blankets, we got bottles, and we got A Mousepads. For every taste you can think of, and if you can't decide on which mousepad to get, why not get both? And you will receive a free customized jet tag with your purchase. Head on to uwumarket.com to check out my new collection. Now back to the video. On the morning of March 8, 2019, Nijisanji welcomed 2 new livers via a press release and an announcement on their official Nijisanji account. One man and one woman debuts as pair. Shindo Reito, the first male liver of this year, debuts alongside Otogibara Era. Their concept meant to have intertwined lores and work with each other. As the official Nijisanji description stated, Shindo Reito is described as a traumatized individual, which is an insane amount of foreshadowing for what was about to occur. Shindo is an 18-year-old high school senior, a member of the volunteer club. He acts cheerfully to hide the trauma of his past. He likes playing games and talking to people. He always has curly hair when he sleeps. And Otogibara Era is a 4th-year college student who belongs to a handicraft club, a homely woman who can do everything from cooking to cleaning. She dreams that one day a handsome prince will come and get her. Since the beginning of 2019, and to the surprise of the Japanese and Chinese fans, Nijisanji had released nearly 10 new members, a feat that was both shocking and astounding to netizens, even back then. We can see that from archives and blog posts published back then. This Chinese user in particular stating, "Since the beginning of 2019, Nijisanji has promoted nearly 10 new members. What even the fuck?" In fact, if you look at it from another perspective, launching new people is not a big deal. After all, new people debut in the VTubing industry every day. But another perspective is, can Nijisanji manage it well as it pushes more and more? Facts have proved that this indiscriminate approach to introducing new talents has caused problems. It seems some sentiments in life never change, no matter what the year is. But this release was supposed to be different. It was supposed to be special. The introduction of a new male liver was hype. They were looking to replicate the success of the other male livers such as Kuzuha and Kanae that had come before. And female audiences were excited for this new male liver debut. They hadn't had a new male VTuber since the beginning of the year. There was definitely a lot of anticipation and excitement in the air, and that was reflected by the amount of viewership and interest his debut pulled. Now, prior to this debut, Shindo had released a few introduction video, as was the custom back then, which the first one earned him an instant 5,000 subscribers and 10,000 views, as well as 10,000 Twitter followers.
未熟者ですが、自分なりに頑張っていくので、温かく見守ってもらえたら嬉しいです。
In the business, we call this foreshadowing.
On March 10th at 8 p.m. JST, Shindo Reito made his first livestream debut to a resounding success. Despite his shy and timid persona, he tries so hard to remain professional, akin to a nervous beginner trying to maintain composure. His first stream attracts around 6,000 live viewers and slowly climbs up to 7.2k live viewers. This represents a significant increase of 1,000 to 2,000 viewers compared to the average livestream viewership on the usual Nijisanji streams. The hype was definitely there. But a mere 20 minutes into his livestream, as he starts speaking and people try to pinpoint his voice speech patterns, 5chan, which is Japanese 4chan, immediately tries to find out about his past life. And the first attempt to reveal him then happens. This user writes, "I found Light Soul." Now note two things because these terms will come back very often in this video. Light is short for Raito, as Raito in Japanese sounds more like Lighto in English, and the soul refers to the pilot of a Vtuber. I thought his mumbling and timid way of speaking was similar, and it was spot on. He reveals the Twitter account of a professional PUBG player. The other users reply, kinda dismissing him. Boring. Is this okay for an ordinary person? Already? And it's too early. In fact, forums user found this unbelievable as Shindo's first few minutes of broadcast was choppy and forum users were like, really? You're a pro player with these kinds of PC specs? That doesn't make sense. This is all to show you how intense the atmosphere around new debut and the degree of scrutiny these VTubers were under. Anonymous users tried to find dirt on everybody as fast as they could. And the idea that he was Gaba, the pro player, was quickly brushed aside as it was deemed too unbelievable. But as Shindo's Reito stream goes on and he slowly starts to reveal innocuous details about himself, things that you would never think would get you in trouble, chat asks him questions such as, "What type of anime character do you like?" And he responds, "I like Yui Hirasawa in K-On!" Yui Hirasawa is a high school teenage schoolgirl featured in the anime K-On! Now, depending on where you stand on that topic, you might think it's a red flag or not, but the important part is that this new information, combined with the failed attempt at uncovering his past life, makes 5chan sleuths try to dig deeper to uncover clues as to who he really is. First, it starts off at them trying to confirm or deny if he really was that pro player. They're kinda arguing with each other, but as they keep on looking, they stumble upon a breadcrumb. They find the tweet of a small account that's also a gamer which claims, "It's true that I like Yui Hirasawa, ... Because the first attempt at uncovering his past life failed, users were doubting that it was indeed his PL. Ironically, it's this exact skepticism that triggers the series of catastrophic events that would unfold, as that would endeavor users to get to the bottom of this. That small, tiny detail about his anime preference was enough for some 5chan detectives to connect dots together, and once they came across that one tweet, they unearthed so much more than they ever expected. First, they find pictures that he posted revealing he was watching a Chronoir stream on his second monitor. Then they find tweets of him mentioning Kanae, another Nijisanji liver, which first set off some alarm bells. It's sort of an unspoken rule that you're not supposed to join an agency because you're a fan of its VTubers. This made it seem like Shindo was joining Nijisanji because he wanted to be near his idols, which netizens heavily disliked. They call him a bootlicker, they called him a fanboy. Not only that, but these anti-threads are constituted of dedicated haters. They either hate Nijisanji or they hate male livers. So as soon as they feel like they can connect Kuzuha, Kanae to Shindo Reito, they jump on the occasion. They start linking numerous accounts together and find out that he was following not only the male VTubers, but also Hanma Himawari on this website, and then also on Twitter. Now, admiring male VTuber is one thing, but admiring a female VTuber, how dare he? That was crossing the line! Surely he joined Nijisanji to attempt at hooking up with her. Blasphemy! But one of the dead giveaways is that, for some reason, he had the Nijisanji logo on his PUBG account. And worst of all, he changed his PUBG name from Yari_HQQU to Reito. So because of this nickname change, they now know what his other usernames are. So it reveals every other account by the same name. They then go on to connect his Skype channel to a dating app. Subsequently, they find his Minecraft account and connect it to his Skype, and they notice he also changed the name of his Minecraft account very recently. Through all of this research, aunties managed to connect all of the accounts together and obtain the confirmation they desired. And so, the floodgates opened. But things got worse. Not only did they find really offensive tweets of sexual undertone, but they found tweets referring to actual crimes, such as wanting to put drugs in a girl's drink and wanting to have sex with underage girls. During off-kai, I'll mix an aphrodisiac drug into everyone's drink. Tenga egg is mixed into everyone's drink during off-kai. Yes, I'll mix all of it. Note that off-kai and off-bacco means offline sex meetup here, a term that will come back also very often in the video. Netizens start making up slangs when they make fun of people, so they start calling him light paco or off-bacco, which is a play on offline sex meetup and his name. Please off-bacco with me. I have blonde hair. I wrote the front. I can have sex with F-Cup high schooler girl with impermanence right now. 2 days, please. 5chan goes absolutely bonkers and starts rapid firing posting tweets and allegations about him. But not only him, but any other liver they could get their hands on. They're attacking people left and right. They're doxing. They're trying to find dirt on anyone and anything. The atmosphere is absolutely insane. Around 3 a.m., the boards are still very much active, but it's disorganized. Everyone is posting things one by one. Get your act together, Anons. So they decide to organize themselves and create a picture montage of all of his very problematic tweets and evidence against him. This is the picture that is the most passed around to this day when people talk about Shindo Reito. Your contribution shall not be forgotten, Anons. Among those troubling tweets, he says things like, "When can I get an off-bacco? Please off-bacco me." He insinuates he wants to become a famous YouTuber so he can have offline meetups in his business. This is exactly what users feared the most. I want to be a YouTuber. Me, nice. You can off-bacco. I need to buy a condom box. I won't let you sleep today. This fucking bitch. After I finish eating with my kuhai, a girl, headed to Onion San and Diamond Tai to welcome the new year. Everyone have fun tonight. Hinatachi-chan is by far the best VTuber in terms of PUBG skills, but in terms of healing, A-chan is by far the best. If you're complaining about comparing her skills, don't look at me. I've decided I'll record a live video seriously. I'll take pictures. I've been cheating, but after the test I took pictures and I found it interesting and got a lot of views and became a big fan of a live commentary. And I like replying to my fans, which one of them was a high school girl who I'm going to have an off-kai with. I can do it. I can do it. I can do it. I can do it. And finally, let's fondle each other. I haven't touched a high school's girl's boob in a while.
You better stop!
Now, if you're familiar with anonymous board culture, they usually despise it when information posted on there breaks containment. So it really took a while for all of this to translate to more popular social media platforms such as Twitter. In a now deleted tweet, one user finally starts talking about the allegations, expressing his disappointment. Is it true that Nijisanji's newcomer, Reito Shindo, is an off-bacco prostitute and has been smelling of underage lewdness? He was so cute in his first delivery. I can't forgive him if it's a hoax. A few users respond, but the controversy still hadn't totally caught fire. Meanwhile, Shindo Reito had just finished his stream, satisfied with his performance and high on happiness from all the love and attention he received. He's feeling so good. He's having fun. He feels like he's on top of the world right now. He tweets his audience good night, stating, "I have read through all the rips, tags, and egos," that's his term for ego searching, "that I have received. I'm really glad I did. I think it's time to go to bed." So he had ego searched himself. He was happy with the comments. Perhaps the situation wasn't big enough on Twitter yet, so he didn't catch this particular set of criticism. But then, day 2 happened. Now, day 2 started with seemingly nothing wrong. Shindo Reito wakes up like it was any other day, feeling content, and tweeted a good morning message to his fanbase. But then bam, he vanishes into complete and utter radio silence for a whole 24 hours. But netizens noticed that some of the tweets on his BL account start disappearing. They start getting deleted. And suddenly, he privates his BL account. One can only assume he received a message from AnyColor's management, which would explain his prolonged absence. The next day he tweets, "I hope you can wait a bit for the delivery and video posting. My apologies." His viewers respond with anxiety and anticipation. "I have nothing but anxiety, so please be sure to explain the facts. There are a lot of people who aren't anti-Paco. The antis are more critical of Ishikara for bringing him in than they are of this guy." The nickname of Paco Light starts to take over. It is evident in his video replies and in a Nico Nico rebroadcast of his stream where the chat is directly displayed on screen that people despised him. In fact, there is over 100 new threads created in a remarkably brief period. At first they mock and insult him, but then we start seeing the apparition of threads mostly created by Niji antis who start championing him. They're like, yes, ruin Nijisanji! Some of course more serious than others, but they start cheering for him. For example, one of these supporters is rooting for Raito to pursue Himawari romantically, tweeting at him saying things like, "Raito-kun's shampoo and conditioner is Himawari," another female Nijisanji lifer, insinuating he's probably slept with her. But every single thing Raito does doesn't help his case at all, and in fact gives more ammunition for his antis. He ends up doing the worst move ever and likes all of those tweets. And of course, people immediately found out. The likes were visible back then. So he gets immediately exposed and it creates a whole new wave of backlash. Soon after, exactly 48 hours after his first broadcast on March 10th, the inevitable hammer comes down and Nijisanji issues their termination notice stating, "We are very sorry for the concern and inconvenience caused to many people by the recent debut of Raito Shindo. Due to repeated violations of his contract, we would like to inform you that Raito Shindo's contract has been terminated as of today." Look, they don't even bother drafting the classic termination notice for him with the black font on white background. They want him out of there as fast as possible. Fans were so upset by his onboarding that they had started to go after their sponsors such as Sanrio. He had become a huge liability. They needed him gone. Additionally, some rumors were sparked by the wording on that Nijisanji statement. It said, due to the repeated violation of his contract, which insinuated he had committed more than one violation, which probably meant more nefarious action. Some English netizens in particular believe he met up with some of the girls and acted creepy, or that he had doxed some Nijisanji lifer during his tenure. That was a rumor I came across very often, but I didn't find a single evidence of this claim or any Japanese user talking about this. Besides, the repeated violations mentioned in the termination notice could literally be anything with this company. It could even be chalked up to their morality clause. Now that the cat was out of the bag, the public reaction was mixed. On one hand, people were relieved they sacked him so early, protected the female lifers, and didn't allow him to continue his activities. On the other hand, they received a lot of criticism for their lack of background check. And it's true, these tweets were not hidden very deeply. They were all on his past life account, which is probably the account he used to audition with. How could they have missed this? It was a huge oversight on their part. Of course, some forum boards users profited of this occasion to snicker at AnyColor's hiring practice, joking, Nijisanji must have been catering to their NTR fans by hiring Raito to cuck their audience by sleeping with the female lifers. But others expressed their sympathy to the people affected by this. Namely, the model artist, Yuzuki, who had worked so hard on this model just to have it defiled and torn apart a mere few days after its birth. Other Nijisanji Livers artists chimed in, and finally, Shindo Reito's model artists themselves tweeted shortly after the termination notice saying, "I feel sad or empty. The soul of the model was gone." Around 8 p.m. JST, Riku Tazumi, the CEO of AnyColor, also made a statement. Bet you weren't expecting that one, huh? "We are truly sorry for any concern or inconvenience this may have caused. We will continue to investigate and improve areas that need improvement, and we look forward to working with you in the future." Simultaneously, Nijisanji takes over Raito's Twitter account and issues a pinned comment there as well. This Twitter account and Raito Shindo YouTube account will be operated by Nijisanji following the termination of Raito Shindo's contract. We apologize for any concern or inconvenience this may have caused. We plan to delete both accounts in the future. Thank you for your cooperation. Now, you must be thinking, phew, this is finally over. But you would be very wrong. Because on March 22nd, 2019, Raito decides to rebrand to Tenka and hops on a new Twitter account to tweet an apology.
こんにちは、ハクです。今回のことで何が事実で何はないかを伝えたくて録音しています。まず Twitter、外部サイトで行った書き込みについて、これは自分の手で行った事実です。約3年前、当時の自分は未熟で子供でした。本当にバカだと思います。そして書き込んだ内容の行動について、そこに一切の事実はないです。書き込みを行っただけで行動はしていません。
He claims he was just trolling and being stupid, that he actually never acted on anything he tweeted. He's been unfairly labeled as a criminal and that he's going to have to rethink the way he expresses himself moving forward. On April 14, a few weeks later, he goes live on YouTube on his new channel for an apology stream where he is bowing the entire time and talking about his struggles.
まず1個目、やることがなくなった。燃えてからネットも見れなくなったし、ゲームもする気にならなかったし、気遣って遊ぶ友達が減った。これも1と同じなんだけど、燃えてから表で遊ぶってなると、遊んだ人に迷惑がかかるっていうので、3番目、自宅に知らない人が訪れる。これは本当に怖かった。本当になんなんだろうと思って、自宅に知らない人が来て、いやでもさすがに住所はバレてないし、本名もバレてないっていう思ってたんだけど、4、これ痩せた。いや本当に痩せた、マジで。この1ヶ月で起こった出来事。5、生存確認をされる。これもとか過去のそのインターネットのフレンド、現フレンドもねからも生きてるって、この1ヶ月で起こった出来事。6、自分に関連する動画をする。これね、動画しからずツイッター、あとはサイトで動画全部見た。本当に。
It is obvious he is prepping for a rebrand or at least a return to content creation, as he asked for users to subscribe to his channel at the end of the video. The video is not well received. It got over 100,000 views, but the comment section is absolutely tearing him apart. Comments upvoted with hundreds of likes are claiming they never want to see him anywhere near any of the Nijisanji livers. Some call him a criminal, and of course others call him by his infamous nickname, Paco Light. It is impossible to confirm whether or not Shindo Reito really did what he expressed in his tweets back then, or if he was just trolling. But one thing is certain, tweeting those things was absolutely crazy, and it would be impossible for him to salvage any kind of content creation career after this. Not only that, but as Japanese chroniclers reported at the time, his massive fumbles had a lasting negative impact on the rest of the Nijisanji Vtubers, who got harassed daily for many more months after his departure because of him, which is honestly kinda sad. But what happened to his bear, Otogibara era? Well, she continued to stream solo for a while until her graduation 2 years later, where she claims she was retiring because she found what she wanted to do in life, and that the reasons for that were positive. So at least there's a good ending there. One could say Shindo Reito's time at Nijisanji was extremely short, but explosive. Just not for the reasons he thought would be. Thank you again for watching this video. You know the drill. Like, subscribe, check out my Patreon, check out my other channel. And I want to end with a special mention to all of you guys. It's because of your support that I am able to make all of this happen. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you. On March 10th at 8 p.m. GST, wait. In fact, there is over 100 new threads created in such In fact, there is over 100 new threads creating I can't say this. In fact, there is over 100 new threads created in such a short amount of time. At first, they mock and insult him, but then we start seeing the apparition of many threads, mostly created by Niji. I'm gonna start this from the top. His first stream attracts around 6,000 and His first stream attracts around 6,000 viewers and slowly climbs up to 7.2k live viewers. This represents a significant increase of 1,000 to... Oh. What happened? I'm stuck.